Welcome to qnawire.
In problem 11, we have data showing the weekly admissions in millions of people attending movie theaters over 3 different time periods. And these different periods are between 1950 and 1974, between 1975 and 1990, and lastly between 1991 and the year 2000. So using this data, we're going to find out whether there's a difference in the means for weekly attendance for these time periods at the 0.05 level of significance. So the first thing we need to do is to state the null hypothesis, which in this case is mu1 equals mu2 equals mu3, because we have 3 different levels within 3 different groups within the population. Now, for the alternative hypothesis, we could say that at least one mean different from the others. Now, the critical value and the test value, we can obtain this from using the analysis of variance tool on Excel. So the first thing you need to do is to press on the data tab and then press on the data analysis option and then pick ANOVA single factor, then press OK. So our data comes from these 3 columns, and the labels are in the first row, and our alpha is 0.05, and our results will be placed in this cell. Then we press OK. So now that we have conducted the analysis of variance test, these are the results. The critical value is the F distribution with the 2 numerator degrees of freedom and 12 denominator degrees of freedom, and an alpha of 0.05, and that gives you 3.885. So the critical value is 3.885. And for the test value, we have to obtain it from the mean square for the factor divided by the mean square for the error. So the mean square for the factor is 186, and the mean square for the error is 97. So when you divide, you'll get the calculated F value as 1.894. So that's the test value, 1.894. Okay, so to make a decision, we have to compare these 2 values, the critical value and the test statistic. And as you can see from this point, the critical value is on the right side of the test value, meaning that the test value is not within the critical region. And since the test value is not within the critical region, we fail to reject the null hypothesis. The null hypothesis. And that simply means that based on the sample, there is not enough evidence to support the claim that at least one mean is different from the others. Okay, so there's not enough evidence to support the claim that at least one mean is different from the others. This simply means that when you look at these different time periods, you'll find that the mean for weekly attendance is not significantly different. So we can talk about, as a summary, the means for weekly attendance are not significantly different from one time period to the other.